They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They're going to try and throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. To throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
First carry for James Conner. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a first down. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go. Here we go. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bengals first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Get out the field, defense.
They start the drive with Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Watch the run, watch the run. 198, watch 98,
2nd and 13. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Watch this. Let's go. Here we go. All day. Defense. All day. All day. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Steelers 7, Steelers 6.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
198.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Hey, 40's Mike right there.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. No, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. He's got Sanu. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different... Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush, his 2nd sack of the night.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check 4.
Leo! Hey, Charlie!
Now it's the backup Finley. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll drop the throw.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 198. Watch 98. 98.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he completes it to Westbrook. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Here's Sanu on the catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Connor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
198, watch hard. 98 to Mike. He can't hit.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I'm going back to you.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Second and 14. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know every coach talks about respecting the ball, taking care of the ball. But when it's third and long like that, you're triggered, man. He wants to make a play. And on that one, he's trying to force one downfield to make that play. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, he tried to make the play. A little risky, but it fell incomplete. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it third down. Looking to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
On the
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready? Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
2nd down, Finley. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wide, get wide. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Ready, go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run is Conner. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Steelers' 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or zone.
It got his man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the...
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And my goodness, another interception. And it's a fumble. Room hitter. There goes Mark Ingram. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll look to throw here. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw here. He finds his running back, Mixon. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson, his second sack of the night. The Steelers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And at the 38.
All day, baby. All day. That's it. 198.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 2nd and long. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Safe.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 2nd and 13. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
198. Watch 98. 98.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Back to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. 20! The open man is Westbrook. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm ready with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. We ain't shit time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition, shit, take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side, ready to try.